near Soi 12, and I'm not sure if that's Soi 14, in the Asok area, is the Times Square building. I actually just ducked in here to use a restroom, and I didn't even know there's there's a Subway, but there's a couple of restaurants back there. There's like a piano bar. It's kind of a indoor restaurant, but it pours out into the area, and there's a lady out there playing piano and singing. So it might be cool to check out. I guess the Plus Dental Clinic is open, holiday or not. People still need to get their teeth fixed. So not bad. Come in, have your Subway, and listen to some carpenters. Subway's actually not bad in Thailand. It's just, it costs about the same price as the US when you get a foot long soda and a cookie, and they kind of charge $1.50 for, if you point to the roast beef, oh well, that's more, you know, than the chicken or whatever. So you're gonna end up paying $10. It's easy to say, yeah, I'm gonna come over to Thailand and just eat $1.50 Thai food every day, and probably 70% of my meals are Thai food, oftentimes in smaller restaurants, but it's still $5-6 cheap and good. But you can only go so long without wanting that steak or a good hamburger, and that's okay too. I don't waste too many meals at McDonald's. They're everywhere. I'll grab some fries once in a while, but you get yourself a quarter pounder, fries, soda, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be $10, $11. I'd rather go into one of these British pubs and spend $12. And here's a Soak BTS across the street with the Terminal 21. Oftentimes, some of the best deals you're gonna find on a good steak or roast beef are gonna be in the British pubs, especially the Sunday roast, which seems to go all weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, they'll have some kind of special. So when you're in the mood to drop $15-20 on a nice piece of meat, you're gonna find good deals in these pubs. Speaking of not eating Thai food, here at the Asok BTS and the Sukhumvit MRT, right where they meet, is my favorite pizza place, Pala Pizza. It's a holiday day, and you can see it's just packed. It's not crazy, $2.50, $3 a slice if you get the Spanish ham or whatever. But I always grab a couple of slices of margarita, throw it in the fridge, and that'll be perfect at 11 o'clock tonight. Again, I know it's not the best for me, but I'm gonna eat pizza. And if my choices are Pizza Hut or Pizza Company or 2 or 3 slices of Pala for the same price, I'm gonna go Pala every time. So this is Asok Makro, probably one of the more busy, famous intersections here in Bangkok. Sukhumvit and Asok, and there's Soi Cowboy. Today, with the Buddha Day, will be a ghost town over there. I don't think any of those bars will not, follow the Buddhist tradition and serve alcohol. It'd be an insult. Right as you get off the train, you can walk straight into the Terminal 21 shopping center. That's probably the place to go to get your cell phone, and you can find everything in there, but especially cell phones. Really sharp English-speaking staff. They'll help you set up everything you need. I go with AIS. There's also DTAC and True, so I'm a little out of breath. It's hot and it's kind of a polluted day. It's a little bit harder to breathe when you're running around. Yeah, just do yourself a favor with that cell phone and go to Terminal 21 or Siam Paragon, any of these larger malls. They're gonna help you get that phone all set up, especially if you're porting over your US phone. Sometimes that can get a little tricky with the settings. And if you're moving to Bangkok or coming over here for any length of time and you're going to be using the BTS, get yourself one of the cards, the rabbit card. Just expect when you show up, you're going to have to bring your passport because they enter all that information. I don't like carrying my passport around for obvious reasons, but I do have a color copy of my passport, the photo page. That would probably work. So try that, bring a nice color copy, or make one when you get over here, because another thing that might be important if you're ever asked is they want to see the page that where you're stamped into Thailand. In other words, when you arrive, they stamp you in, give you 45 days, or if you go to immigration and get stamped for a 12-month visa, whatever. If something goes down and police are involved, they're probably going to say, hey, let's see your identification, and letter of the law, you're supposed to be carrying your passport. But a copy on your phone will probably do just fine. Me, I just keep a color copy in my wallet, just in case. The pollution's not horrible here, but if you can see way off in the distance how the buildings get a little hazier, 9 out of 10 times, that's all gonna be crystal clear. So I keep trying to convince myself, I'm a San Diego guy, oh, this is a little May gray or June gloom. No, it's pollution. So I gotta stop fooling myself when I keep wondering why do I have a sore throat all the time? But it's a large city. That's the trade-off. Or even these buildings, that's really not that far away. You can see how it's just a little hazy. That's the Bangkok air. Not all the time, but especially when they're burning the crops. And I mean, yeah, you can go up to different parts of Thailand that are small cities, and they're gonna have horrible pollution because all these neighboring countries are burning rice fields, or I think it's sugarcane actually. And that's gonna make for some polluted air, but it kind of goes away. I just got off the BTS at Phnom Penh. I'm gonna make a pit stop and walk up to Soi 22, head over to Makro Foods. It's kind of a grocery store, but a mini bulk store. A lot of the items in there are packaged up like Costco. This is Benchasiri. Nice little, I don't know what it is, 12-acre I think, park. Right in the Phnom Penh area. You don't see too many 1970s Corvette Stingrays running around Bangkok. And here we are, about halfway down 22's Makro. There's another one on the street I live. Oh, they're doing something over at my bar. That's my bar there, The Hangover. I go in there most Saturday nights for a meetup. Taking this day off to do a little cement work, it looks like. The Makro on Soi 77 and on Newt, it's just a little hard because 77 is busy like Sukhumvit. So if I want to head down to the Makro, I need to take my life in my hands hanging on the back of one of those bot buses to get down the street, and it's a little trickier getting back with a whole ton of groceries. Like I say, this is a little bit of a package store, and I think Makro back in the day, I think you needed membership. That's no longer the case. It's a 2-story Makro. I haven't been in here in a while, if I remember right. I don't remember it all, but down below is a lot of frozen items, juices. And up here I think is fresh fish and chicken. Yeah, and if you want a fancy, whatever this is, Japanese pear, it's gonna be 68 baht. What is that? Almost $2. I assume that's each. I don't have my glasses on. Maybe that's a kilogram. But if you eat watermelon and pineapple, you can eat that all day for pennies. I ate a lot of watermelon and pineapple. And mango. Here's the butchery corner. No doubt Australian and New Zealand meat. That seems to be the best meat you find over here. Nice selection of cheeses and olives, and they have everything in here in the Makro. It's I wish I was right next door to the Makro as opposed to the Big C. Big C's okay. It's just a little more grocery store, where this one's a little bit more, I guess, gourmet. You'll find 5 different kind of cheeses at the Big C. Here, you know, 30 choices to choose from. I assume at a cost if you want that imported French cheese. So they got it all in here. Your big bags of frozen vegetables. chicken breast. Again, like a mini Costco. Huge bags of rice. Here they are, the old charros. Made in Sonora, Mexico. Homemade Sonora, Mexico. Let's see what we got. Ooh, they're a little more than I thought. 239 baht, so that is 5 something. Still, I'm getting them. I guess even in Costco they're $3 or $4. Chicken nuggets. No alcohol sales today, being a Buddha day, and they have no alcohol sales every day from 2 to 5 p.m. and then until midnight you can buy. Midnight it stops. This is all frozen Thai meatballs and things for soup. Squid, I think. Yes. And you can get good deals on big bottles of orange juice. Orange juice is kind of expensive over here. I guess it's expensive everywhere, but here's milk, big blocks of cheese. Again, more set up bulk style, big old huge boxes of butter, and I guess that works out if there's the orange juice isn't all if you're running a restaurant. Puff pastry. Here's some Philadelphia cheesecake. It's gonna be 320 baht. So that's not too bad. $8 or $9. Kimchi. I thought that was salsa. I make my own salsa over here. Not that I make it that often, but you can't find good salsa in the grocery store. It's like Doritos salsa, and it's $8. They got their own bakery here. $1 French breads. Hershey syrup, 175 baht. Jelly, 139 baht. Smucker's blackberry jam. And of course the Nutella and Vegemite, all that'll be in here. I wouldn't waste time on Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's. You'll find it over here. One time, it's expensive. I dropped whatever it was, $10 or $11 on a pint of Haagen-Dazs. I may or may not have been 4 or 5 beers in, and it just seemed like a good idea. Well, it tasted freezer burned, so I don't know if it's like just super chilled to. I assume it's being imported, but it just tasted like something that was in your freezer for a year. So not really worth dropping $11 for that. One thing I did forget about the Makro, and I was just reminded when I whipped out my Visa card, they only accept one card from one bank, the UOB bank here in Thailand. They accept UOB Visa, and that's it. So leave your American Airlines credit card at home and bring some cash or use the phone. The phone apps are great. You just set, in my case, Bangkok Bank, you have it on the phone and they just scan a QR code. But I like to use the get my airline miles, especially when I'm buying 20 bucks of groceries. It all adds up, but not at Makro unless you're a UOB. I think it's UOB Citibank card or something. I don't know.